Good morning, and welcome back, y'all. It is a beautiful day to not be in a bowling alley. It's literally gorgeous outside right now. It's like a nice little 62, 63 this morning. Sun's coming up, not a cloud in the sky. But we're going to be in a bowling alley anyways. We are here at Easy Bowl here in Bluffton, Indiana. This is EJ Tackett's stop this year. Or not this year. This is EJ Tackett's stop here at Easy Bowl in Bluffton. I said that. Today we are on 39-foot... Don Carter?
I don't know.
Oh, me either. It's 39 feet. Bowled yesterday in the Pro-Am. Whole bunch of fun. Great. We bowled on the pattern. It's tight as usual. If you guys have watched my past vlogs here at Bluffton, this place usually plays pretty tough. The number for 16 is usually around even to 30 over. I even think one year was like 30 under. So it's kind of one of those hit and miss type deals where you kind of hope to get on a good squad who breaks them down properly and just makes the pairs more manageable. If you're on a bad squad and everybody chases it left too quick, you usually get trapped pretty fast. So hoping today we got a good squad. I haven't really gone over the roster too much. I'll be honest with you guys. My week's been insane, so there's that. But I am feeling good. Last night at the Pro-Am, I threw it half decent. It's about all I got. Coffee's tasting really good this morning. I'm not feeling too bad. We got the new Shadow Tank in the bag, which super pumped about that one. Won't lie. We'll get into that another time. But, yeah, I'm done with the rant in this intro. I'm ready to go get my stuff ready to bowl. Head in there and knock down some pins, and I'm going to drink my coffee as fast as humanly possible. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes. And action. I don't want anything. I just want to talk about today, how good of a day it was. It was an awesome day, except for game 2 and 3. But I forgot to mention this in the start of this video. We're on string pins, and this is only the second time I've bowled on string pins. My nose itches, and much different than the first time. So let's get into the day. Start off great, 231, off to a hot start. Game 2 and 3, I got out of urethane. I shouldn't have. Dumb mistake, and we just battled back through the rest of the day. We're sitting currently 6th overall for the squad. Probably going to be somewhere around 11th or 12th after B squad's done, and they're taking 16. So we will be A-okay, I believe, for the number. I think the number's going to be closer to 55 to 60, and we're at 92, so we're sitting in a good position. String pins, I quick want to talk about those for a second, because last year I had an opinion on them that was a little... maybe not as impressed as what I was hoping to be with them, just because like it just felt like I was trying to knock over trees. Like I just didn't have much success of getting the bowling ball to do the right thing. And then today when I came in, yesterday when we bowled the Pro-Am, the first game I bowled, I was blown away with how similar they fall to free fall pins. Now they're not ideal, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's carbon copy. There are still some hits you get that you're like, yeah, that's definitely a string pin hit, or some hits that I think I would definitely get on free fall that I didn't get in string pins, and then obviously vice versa. So it's still a little bit of its own breed, but at the same time too, I felt like it was much closer to free fall today. And from what I understand, all they did was just break in the pins a little bit more, and I think I heard they maybe changed the strings out on them. So whatever they did, I'm very comfortable and confident on these string pins. So it was a great, cool thing to see. I'm glad that the Tackett family is doing so well with taking care of the center. They remodeled the whole thing, so like the whole atmosphere was just great today, and we were able to put together a good performance. So as you guys can see, we're not in a typical hotel room. We are in my parents' camper, and we're camping out for the weekend. It's a going tradition we have here that when we come down to Bluffton, we stay at this KOA and we camp out, enjoy some good food, good campfires, and hopefully some good bowling. And well, we're off to a good start. But now, as we're waiting for B Squad, we're actually gonna go play some disc golf. We're gonna go out, walk around, get out in the sun for a little bit. She is stupid good at disc golf. I am not. So this should be fun. But either way, we'll keep you guys up to date on what happens on B Squad. Again, I don't think 92 is gonna be in trouble for the number. We're currently 64 5 back of the leader, which is not much considering we have 8 full games of round robin match play tomorrow, or I think it's just 8 games of qualifying again for the top 6 teams. So either way, we got 8 games to run down the number and make something happen. But for tonight, we're going to kick back, relax, enjoy our time out here camping, go have some fun at a disc golf course, and I don't know, just enjoy a beautiful weekend. So let's go do that. Nothing beats that. It's so good. Good morning, guys. So hopefully you have coffee that tastes just as good as this one does. And we are here at Easy Bowl. And here is my beautiful wife. She's got sniffles. Oh, man. Good to be here this morning. Good to be here. We didn't think we were actually going to make the cut today. I know, that's wild. Taking 16, and I was sitting 6th after A squad. I legit thought I was in easy. I thought I was in soft because the number usually is around even to 50 over here. It doesn't get much higher than 50 over. The past couple years, it's been, I think, like 20 or 30, and then I'm pretty sure even a couple years ago it was like minus 20. So when we left, I thought, yeah, for sure, we're locked in. We come and check the scores, and B squad is steamrolling us. I think the top 6 or 7 overall are all A squad. And I'm pretty sure out of the top 10, only one A squad bowler made the top 10. Everybody else is B squad. And watching the scores yesterday, after Game 6, I was actually the number. In Game 7, I was the number. And going into Game 8, there was 2 guys right behind me that they both just needed decent games to go around me. And I'm fortunate enough that they didn't put up those decent games that they needed to go around me. And I managed to stay alive and stay into the match play portion for today. Won't lie, I was actually a little frustrated when I came in yesterday. We came and watched a little bit of B squad, and what they were bowling on is not what we were bowling on. They just did the right thing and just had the world. When you have a whole squad that falls in line and does the same thing, usually that's what happens. You have really good scoring conditions. So from what I understand, A squad, us, we threw urethane for like a game, maybe 2, and then we all kind of got out of it. B squad, from what I hear, no one really got out of it until about game 4 or 5. Like, they stayed in it for a long, long time. And from what the murmur was going around is that because they stayed in it for so long, they had unlimited hold. Like, you could miss left by 3 and it was still going to strike. So that makes a big difference when you have that much miss room. So today, that's going to change my mindset a little bit going in here. Usually I stay in urethane too long. Yesterday, I think I got out of it too quick, and that was kind of one of the things Elizabeth and I, my ball rep here, talked about when we got back to the campsite. So today we're going with a new game plan. What's our game plan?
Strike.
Again, the best ball rep anybody could ever ask for. She's great. We're going to go in, stick with the urethane for a little bit longer today. I do only have 1 shadow tank with me. I didn't get a chance to drill up a couple. This one's kind of aggressive. It likes to start up really soon, but I do have a tank Rampage Pearl that's a little bit tamer, and I think I'm going to kind of go 1-2 with those. Probably start with the Rampage or even the Shadow, and kind of just like figure out which ball fits where, and stay in it as long as I can, because straighter did look greater yesterday, especially on B squad, and so I think that's just going to be the game plan we're going to go with today. We are currently 150 out of first, and we are 120 out of fourth, which is the number we're shooting for. That's the step ladder. We get 8 games to run down that 100. That's basically 15 pins a game we got to make up on the field. That's a lot of work to do, but you know what? There's nothing to it but to do it, and there's no time like the present. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get locked in and have a day. Just have a day. It's a good day to have a day. Any advice? Again, flawless. Let's go bowl. Guys, I am exhausted. I am so tired. We're back home. We just got done with a long, long day of bowling and driving. My beautiful wife is about to take a nap. We are, as the kids would say, we are pooped. I don't know if the kids say that. Do they say that? Probably not. Y'all, there's not much to talk about for the weekend because overall, phenomenal weekend. I bowled great. I bowled as good as I think I could have. There was just a couple things I didn't do that other people did. One of those was I couldn't put together the big game, that 270 and above game. Everything was just a solid round of bowling. Today we went 205, 202. I'm sorry, we went 202, 205, 244, 214, 246, 244, 236, and 177. And that 177 was kind of just like me being drained emotionally because heading into that last game, I bowled so well the whole day, just couldn't make really any ground on the leaders, and I split back-to-back in the second and third frame, and then mathematically I was out of the RPI spot because since this was an RPI qualifier, the top four who were eligible got automatic buys into the RPI. So once I saw that I was kind of out of it, like I just kind of got drained. And didn't really execute too well that last game, but that's okay. We still put together a really solid day. I mean, I almost went 200 over today, and just couldn't seem to pop off that big one to really get me up the leaderboard. And y'all, that's how bowling goes sometimes. That's how these tournaments work out. Sometimes it's just like you survive in advance, and today was one of those where I just kept fighting and waiting to maybe get that big game, and just I couldn't make it happen, but that's okay. We live to bowl another day, and I will always tell people that you look to win the small battles within the war, right? Because we always want to win, we always want to go home with a trophy, but sometimes if we miss the small things that we did really, really well, and maybe some of the small victories that can really add up to something much bigger, if we just let those go by the wayside and not really take them into consideration of what we actually did and accomplished in those moments, then we kind of just keep selling ourselves short, and we lead to more disappointment. So take the small victories as they come. Today, I'm going to say this. I was on top of lane transition all day long. I stayed near the thing for 4 games. I threw it phenomenally. Unfortunately, the first 2 games couldn't capitalize on a couple of really good starts to those games. I had 250 going the first game, shot 202. I had 240 going the second game, I shot 205. Just kind of made some bad shots in the last couple frames of those games. However, as we started to transition into reactive, made good ball choices, made great shots, I put myself in a position to run down that number. Just I couldn't pop off that big game when I needed it, and that's how it goes. So overall, very pleased. I think as the weekend goes, I was on top of ball selection and in lane play. My touch was really good. My decision making was pretty spot on. I kept myself in it mentally, and just couldn't get there. But that's okay, guys. That is okay. We're in a good spot now for the RPI. We were 8th going into this in points, and after this weekend, I'm not sure how many spots I'll gain. I don't know if I'll gain any, but I'll at least make some good ground on the guys that are right in front of me. And we still got 2 events coming up. We got Jackson next weekend, which Jackson's been good to me in the past, and then we've got Anderson as our last stop, and Anderson has been really, really good to me in the past. So we're going to continue to keep the nose down, keep focusing on getting the work done this week. I'm going to work on some spare shooting because, guys, my spare shooting was pretty atrocious, and I don't know why, because my spare shooting has been great. It's actually been one of the things I've been working on the most in practice, and for some reason this weekend it felt a little off. I'm not sure if it's a timing thing or maybe even a feel thing. I might mess with some tape in my thumb hole this week in practice just to see if something went wrong that I just didn't feel in the moment. But guys, like I said, small victories sometimes are the biggest wins, and today I'm going to say great weekend of bowling, and I'm very, very pleased. And as always, I will say I am blessed beyond blessed. So thank you guys for all watched. I want to say big shout out and thank you to my wife and my amazing mom and dad who let us stay in their camper this weekend. We camped out, had a good time, made some good memories, and this is truly one of those events that going down to Bluffton with my family is one that I will cherish just because I get to do it with them. And like I said in every other video, blessed beyond blessed. The Lord has given me an opportunity to go out and use my gifts and abilities and getting to do what I love. And even when it doesn't work out, I'm still happy because I get to do what I love and try to compete at the highest level. So now what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take a nap because I'm exhausted. But then this week, we're going to look to start turning the ship around and getting ready for Jackson to go out and see if we can't give another good run and put ourselves in a better position for those RPI points and maybe put up another great performance like we had the past couple weeks. So guys, Like I said, excuse me. Like I said before, keep everything straight off the hook. You guys are awesome. I will see you next time. Take care.